Hey everybody, this is Casey with LeadTech, and today I want to do a quick product demonstration of my new app GPS Trip Panel. This is going to be a quick demonstration, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. GPS Trip Panel is a robust GPS application for the Palm Pre. It uses Google services in your GPS to give you various information like your coordinates, your heading, your speed, altitude, all kinds of stuff. Now, this app, unlike my previous app, has a little bit of a learning curve, so let's just go through everything and I'll explain as we go. When you open up the app, the first page you get to is the main screen. The main screen is going to give you just some basic information, your speed, your heading, your altitude. Of course, by purchasing one of my apps, you're always going to get the GPS message center, which keeps you informed of what's going on. You have, your traditional copy coordinates to your clipboard, so you can text them, email them. Giving your friends your coordinates is a great way for them to locate where you are. They can just copy and paste them into Google Maps. Of course, you can push your coordinates to Google Maps, which will in turn give you the address for the coordinates. So this is the main screen. You're going to use this for basic stuff. Maybe if you're driving or whatever, you just want to keep up to date with your speed. In the menu, you're going to have some options here. You have your preferences, your trip panel, and your about and help. So let's look at the preferences. Of course, you got your English metric units, display screen timer. That'll just keep the screen on at all times. It's going to have your default values for the GPS update interval, and the GPS speed cutoff. This is a neat feature built into this app, and what this does for you is it smooths out the GPS data. Sometimes you'll be using this app in a low satellite condition, and by using a higher update interval or a higher speed cutoff, you can actually get more accurate GPS data because it's taking averages over a period of time, and because if you're sitting still and your GPS thinks you're going 1 mile an hour, but you're sitting still because you have low satellite reception, this is a great way to mitigate that problem. So let's get out of here. The next screen I want to talk to you about is the trip panel. Now, there's two ways to get here. You can either click this button here, or you can click this button here. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to have to rotate the camera, so just bear with me for a minute. Okay, what you're looking at now is actually the GPS trip panel page, and the trip panel is going to give you a little bit more information that your main screen didn't give you. Of course, you got your heading, your speed, but also you have an odometer, you have the moving average, speed, overall average speed, you have your max speed, your moving time, your overall time, and your stopped time. You're also going to have your regular time of day, pulled from your phone, the dates, your GPS signal, and a couple buttons here to reset your trip data and reset your max. So if you decide to reset your max, you'll get a little pop-up making sure you want to do that. And you can reset your trip data, and a little pop-up comes up making sure you want to do that. So everything goes back to 0. Now, we're currently using an update interval of 3 seconds, so you'll see the time update every 3 seconds. This kind of smooths out the GPS data. Now, this is just an emulator, so I had to feed it some phony data to think it's moving. Obviously, I'm not driving 180 miles per hour. But in real life, this is a very robust screen, because on trips, you're stopped at red lights, you're stopped getting meals and things, and it's hard to track your overall progress of your trip, and that's what this screen tries to take care of for you. And also, it's another screen to give you a larger speed and a larger heading, and you also get speed out to a decimal point. And it's always good to track your miles here. So now let's go back to the main screen, and the way you do that is you use the back gesture in the gesture area. And so on the emulator, that's just escape. And here we are back at the main screen. Okay, now that we're back at the main screen, I want to show you some other really neat features built into this app. So let's say you push your coordinates and you want to see where you are on the map, but now you want to keep informed of your heading and your speed. So you could either A, hit this button and you'll see your speed and your heading. The problem with this is the second you go to do something else, it goes away. So the way that I've worked around this is you can open this, and then if you want to stick this dashboard, you can hit this icon in the left corner and it will stick your pop-up. And that way your speed and your heading are in big letters and they're stuck so that you can go do other things and not have it disappear. So I'm just going to go into the map and you can figure out where you're going a little more detail without worrying about your speed and your heading going away. There's a couple ways to get your stuck pop-up unstuck. One of the ways is just to simply go back to GPS trip panel, and the way that I'm going to use right here is the back gesture in the gesture area. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You'll see it go away, and now we can go back to our application. And that about does it for this product demonstration. As you can see, this is a very robust GPS application. It gives you a lot of information, a lot of data. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but I think if you watch this video, you'll be fine. Thank you for spending the time watching this video. Please check this app out in the WebOS product catalog. I'm Casey with Lead Tech. Have a great day.